ever so slightly to just destroy the current aim of the MG, so that the blue pillar top right of me will be in the way. So I'm in cover, and then that means I won't die. I'm also on continue on sight just to make sure that I don't engage. And then I run across to the right to this building where he said I'm going to hide like a baby. However, yes, I'm running there now, and next turn... hang on. Next turn, I'm hoping to run across to the building on the bottom right.
There is a risk with that, however, depending where his MG is, because there is enough time if he's in the right position to shoot you while you try to run across that gap.
Yeah, which is why I want to cower a bit, just to see where he moves his MG.
Right.
Then again, moving now would give me the advantage, because if he doesn't predict this, then I have about 0.5 or 1 second advantage.
That's correct. However, depends how you run. His sniper could take out your guy running into that house. You just have to be very careful with that.
Well, I think I'm just going to stick... Yeah, I'm going to stick with what I have now. And... oh no.
Alright, are you submitting your turn?
I'm doubting myself. I'm just going to prime... oh, not sorry, I'm going to simulate, just to make sure that it's all going as planned. Yep. Oh, no, that didn't look good.
The best option I see you is to go to the bottom of that house.
If I don't hug the wall, that means that I'll be further away from many opposing units, and therefore they will take longer to get an aim on me, which means I can run around for a bit more and I can get further. And basically what I'm trying to do now is get the smallest amount, move the smallest amount initially to bring myself in cover to break his aim, so that I get an advantage.
It'll give him the biggest time advantage, and he only has to do the slightest move to get that MG to stop shooting at him.
Yeah.
Just like that. Stops the engagement, is able to run around, break the line of sight, and run back through. And are you ready?
I am.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll prime.
Okay. And did you ask
we're waiting for the opponent.
Alright, go ahead and let him know.
Yep.
Let's get this ball rolling.
To Wander Hero, Draz is not watching the stream,
Alright,
we
good.
think.
Good.
He is not watching the stream. He's playing his own game, but Zolkowski's here talking about the plan and the game and such. So those are the two people playing. Zolkowski is the American guy, and Mr. K, me, I'm the English guy.
Hooray!
Yes, Draz, you can take a few minutes more. Go ahead. In fact, some guy asked for a shout out. So, hello, Brian Fraser of University of Surrey. So, there you go. I mentioned your name.
Is
You
he
better
on
be pleased.
IRC or?
He is not an IRC.
Okay.
I'll send him a link to the IRC channel.
All right. Yeah.
There we go.
If you're watching from another location, just know that there is a forum and IRC for this game. FrozenSynapse.com, click on Contact, and you'll have links to all sorts of community interactive stuff, developer blogs, the forums, and the IRC, as well as you can find Nervous Test Pilot's music, which is very good, so be sure to check that out.
Yep. Nervous Test Pilot is otherwise known as Paul in real life, and he is one of the devs for this game.
That is also his in-game name. However, do not challenge him to a game of Frozen Synapse. I'm not gonna knock on his skill, but you really don't have anything to brag about if you beat him. So.
No. However, Ben, who is the single-player level designer, as well as tester for the team, and he's done a few other things as well. I just don't know all of the details. On Steam, if you play this game, the game is not on Steam at the moment, but once it is released on Steam,
on the 26th.
on the 26th of this month, in 5 days' time, Thursday, in fact.
Yes, exciting
If,
stuff.
yep. If you beat Ben, you will get a Steam achievement.
Hooray. Just to let you
And
know, in the beta, he is one of the best players and is hard to hell to beat. I beat him once, and I think I did a draw against him the other time. So, he's a very difficult guy. Knows exactly what he's doing.
yeah. In
And
fact,
on the game I won, I actually lost all of my units. It's just I managed to kill all of his first, and a grenade for
Draz
the rest
primed,
of mine.
by the way.
Okay, I'll go ahead and load that up. See what happened.
Oh! Oh, that is very interesting.
Alright, let's see what happens.
And I'm only saying interesting just to keep the suspense for you
After
guys.
bullets, he moves his sniper upwards. That's curious because he only has turn 5 and turn 6 to get you now. It doesn't leave him a lot of time to take out your guy.
No. And I'm simulating at the moment, what if he instantly uses an aim order at my one guy with both of his troops, and then moves right so that he can look out the window. In both cases...
There's no way they can engage you in time. You're just going to get
No.
across that gap.
Yep.
I feel your best option may to be to run to the right and cover that right door, because I have a feeling that's where he's going to place his MG. However, I could be wrong. He could run him around to the left and around the left flank. It is risky for him now to take those longer turns, though, since he only has the 2 turns left to do anything.
Exactly, and the problem with him running... Okay, the reason I'm not going to run and cover that doorway is because what he could do is, again, do the decoy mechanic and run decoy with his sniper and have his MG in the box, the top right box.
Okay.
He could have his MG in cover over there and run decoy with the sniper and then pick me off. So what I am going to do is, okay, first I'm going to find out how far his MG can run in 5 seconds. This is a good thing to do every so often, because you can, assuming his MG will not engage, how much of the map can he get across, which will give you an idea for not only this turn, but where his MG might be next turn.
This is especially useful on the dark matches, especially if you did not see a unit the entire game. If you're, let's say, on turn 3, test out where that, because with ghost units you can drag them anywhere on the map. You can test out each turn, like say 5 seconds he runs here, okay, drag the ghost to that point, play the second turn, okay, in 5 seconds he runs over here. That way you can have a good guesstimate of where his unit could be and where you can plan for him to be. Just one of those
exactly.
useful
And
tips.
another thing, the scary thing, which was mentioned on the stream last week, is shotguns. They are, what's his name? Usain Bolt of this game.
They are. That's an accurate description, actually.
They are.
They are the masters. They dominate almost every map. There's a few situations where the MG will have an advantage, but I mean, really, if you know how to duck and weave and get your shotgun guy in cover, you can just pounce upon just about everyone.
Yeah. And basically my plan for this turn is that window we were talking about where I could cover the doorway. I'm going to run there, but I'm just going to duck and hide because that's all I need to do. I just need to... I have a brilliant plan.
Oh.
He's going to expect me to go to that building, isn't he? So why don't I just sit and cower in this corner?
What corner? The one right above you?
Yeah, where the line. But I'm not going to do that because that would make the game boring, and you don't want people just sitting in a corner all day.
On the unfortunate side of that is if he runs up to one of those windows where you're covering on that corner, he'll be able to take you out with the cover advantage.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I'm going to be interesting. I'm going to run to a different window and hide.
Of course, he will not be able to get to there in the first turn. You'll be able to see what he's doing and probably just run and hide with your unit, but, you know, that's not fun either.
Okay, so I have primed. I'm waiting for Draz. I won't let him know. I'm going to give him a bit more time because because this is
He
quite a
also
shorter.
has more to plan for. He has to worry about where he could possibly run his own unit.
Yeah.
I mean, another thing that Mr. K could do is also run him back behind the line and kind of just wait on the border inside this house here, and then on the last turn wait 3 seconds in the corner. Just there's a lot to do, and this is why it's essential in planning on whether you want to be the attacker defender. Because on his units he had a sniper, I would say it would have been better for him to be on the attacking side. His sniper would have been able to cover a lot of area, especially in the upper half, just totally dominate that spot. But you know, it all depends on how you play the game too.
And he has primed and
Alright.
loading away,
Loading.
and we'll keep the tension up. Oh, that was so exciting! I haven't actually seen the outcome yet. Hang on.
I am watching now. And indeed, he moves his sniper to that window and is running his MG straight to that spot as perfectly expected.
Yeah, okay,
however,
now I'm screwed.
You are in a very tight spot. This is almost a 50-50 coin flip. Because
Yeah.
depending on what you do and where you are looking will determine the outcome of this match. If he's running down and you are to stand up, turn and aim and engage, the problem with that is when you change positions, there's about like, I want to say a 0.5 second period of where your unit's
You mean
at
change stance, not change
stance.
position?
Right,
Yep.
change stance. If you go from crouching to standing or standing to crouching, it actually puts you at a disadvantage where it almost negates your cover. Not all the way. If you catch a unit just in the open, dead. Okay, apparently he just ruins your unit if you do that. Or you ruin his. Maybe
yeah,
they
okay,
change
so
that.
basically what I need to do is guess which direction he's coming from. Because if he comes from the right, and I plan for him to come from the right, I can shoot him and I win the game. If I plan for him to go right and he goes left, then I lose the game, and vice versa. So this is very, very, very
And the
annoying.
unfortunate thing is, like, within an entire turn, both of your units can be anywhere in this box, so to speak.
Yeah. So what I'm playing at the moment is I'm staying in my ducked stance. There's no point for me to change stance because that will put me at a massive disadvantage. So what I'm doing is I'm at the moment planning to go right. I've got an aim order before I hit the corner, and I've got an aim order for him before he hits the corner. And I am winning, and then I proceed to walk around the corner. I am guessing he's not going to do something uber sneaky. What he could do, if he wants to be really, really, really sneaky, is plan to go a certain direction, but delay that. And that is going to screw up my plan, because what I want to do is walk around the corner on the right, and once I've walked around a reasonable amount, I am going to look down as if he's coming from the left. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'll show an example of that. Are you going to stand up quick to get that speed advantage to get to the corner first, and then I'm assuming you're going to peek right after that within the gauge on sight order. And if he were to do the same, continue on sight, engage on sight, and aim. Let's see. And yes, indeed, your unit would get there first.
Yeah.
And like he said, the unfortunate thing is, if he does the wait order, and then he looks back to the left to get to his unit, he could indeed just...
Yeah, if he waits for like 3 seconds and then decides to wander around, and I'm just
for whatever
looking...
reason, I can't do a wait order though, so...
that was retarded on my part. Yeah, so if he waits for 3 seconds and then decides to walk around the corner, I'm looking in the wrong direction. He'll just shoot me in the back, and off I go, and I lose the game. Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
I'm gonna
But
test
I
one
can't.
more thing.
Oh.